Welcome to Shape the World Summit 2021. We are so glad that you could join us from all over the world. News words speak to me, and I'm sure it speaks to all of you too, especially in this time of the pandemic, with so many of us still in some form of a lockdown. We must have felt at some moment during this long battle against COVID-19, the desire to do something for our communities and to emerge better and stronger together. And this sense that we can do things for others was why we started Shape the World Summit in 2005. In the early days of Consulus, I was often invited to give talks about business and branding in Southeast Asia. The folks who organized them were nice people, but day in and day out, we were talking about ways to make more and more money, while around us people were still divided, living in challenging conditions. I thought to myself, how can we as consultants and designers be so tone deaf? Surely there must be a way to combine the conversation of profit and shaping positive impact for society. I remember sharing this concern with a senior partner from a Big Four firm, and he said, "Lawrence, you're too idealistic. We are consultants, not priests." I was not deterred, as I was convinced that we cannot be tone deaf. There must be a way to do this. And if we at Consulus believe in changing the world by design, certainly there could be others like us. So this is how Shape the World Summit was born. It was to gather a group of like-minded leaders who believe and try to positively impact the world daily. Since 2005, we have organized this in 10 over cities in Asia. Everywhere we went, we asked companies the same question. If you are successful, how can you shape a better world around you? We have learned a lot over the years and met 5,000 over leaders and professionals who share the same belief. Certainly, we were not alone. Someone did ask me at the beginning, why do you say shape the world when most of the events have been in Asia? My answer was, this is not a short-term initiative. And when we started, we always believed that the global edition will happen one day. So today, I'm thrilled to announce that for 2021, this is our first ever global edition. This summit is broadcast at a time period where we can reach the most number of people possible. With 21 speakers from 10 countries across 3 continents, this is our most exciting summit ever. Now to kick off this year's summit, let us go over to Indianapolis, where Jim will talk more about the theme for this summit. Over to you, Jim.
Thank you, Lawrence. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to wherever you are as you join us. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 Shape the World Summit, entitled Shape a Better Economy by Design. While this time the summit is limited to an online event, the benefit is that many more can participate from wherever you are in the world. We have participants from 4 continents, which is exciting because in order to influence shaping economic systems that are inclusive, equitable, and sustainable, it requires participation from every part of the world and in every sector. You are here for a reason. You represent leaders, professionals, and persons of influence who are willing to rethink and restructure economic systems and shape a better world. It's also exciting that so many sectors of the economy and those with experience in different economic models are with us for this summit. There is not one right answer, not one system that will work worldwide, and not one way to get to this vision of shaping a better economy by design. It takes all of us thinking together and acting in concrete ways in the areas in which we have influence. As our summit tracks unfold today, we will see how to transform business, amplify the impact of nonprofits, create cities, places, and communities of purpose, and pave the way for a resilient and sustainable future through education and leadership. There has long been a need to rethink and restructure economic systems, but in particular, we've seen how COVID-19 has created political and socioeconomic conditions that raise the urgency for this. The time is now, the urgency is immediate, and the opportunity is here if all of us are willing to take it. In our leadership formation programs, we use a process of see, judge, act. So by attending this summit, you will have the chance to see the current situation, to judge and evaluate the ways you can impact the present and future, and then personally act in concrete ways. As has been said by others, if not now, when? If not you, then who? So we invite you to become a part of this movement. Together, let's rethink and act to restructure economic systems to bring about the vision for a better world. So thank you for being here. Have a great summit experience. And now back to you, Lawrence, in Singapore.
Thanks, Jim. We are so grateful to you in serving as our global chairman for 2 years, providing direction and wisdom to the entire global network. Finally, we can let you fulfill your promise to spend more time with your supportive wife, Trish. I'm so grateful you will continue to contribute our work in global leadership as an advisor. Today, I am pleased to announce that Jim will be our first Global Senior Fellow in Leadership. Thank you, Jim. Jim shared that there is not one right answer, not one system that will work worldwide, and not one way to get this vision of shaping a better economy by design. It takes all of us thinking together and acting in concrete ways in areas in which we have influence. This is so important, and that is why Shape the World Summit is a platform for all of us to learn from the different speakers who will be sharing with us a variety of ways to impact a better world in areas where they have influence. To begin, I'd like to share how Consulus intends to impact a better world through our work. 17 years ago, on the 21st of June 2004, Consulus was founded as a community of changemakers in the consulting space. We believe as a community of consultants and designers, we can impact the world for good through projects and partnerships. Every year, whenever we gather for our annual meeting from all over the world, we review this purpose statement to see if we are on the right track. What we have observed in our work around the world during COVID-19 has affirmed our assessment pre-COVID-19 that a better economic system remains a challenge because of these three fundamental systemic challenges. There is a lack of trust at all levels of society. Without seeing the other as a dignified equal, it's not possible to share ideas and resources. The other deeper problem is a lot of the institutions are too caught up in their own self-interest and are not willing to change. This poverty of trust and institutions then leads to a poverty of systemic solutions that can connect with one another to enable positive change. Our theory of change seeks to overcome these three types of systemic poverty. First, management consultants help to shape global policy, boardroom decisions, and Consulus seek to grow a large network of purpose-driven consultants or consultancies who will influence strategies and leaders to impact a better world. Second, over time, as a consulting practice grows big, it is unable to serve the enterprises in need. So while we continue to serve large enterprises, we have implemented a way for us to continue to finance the work we do for enterprises in need. Third, to influence the powerful, we have forged global alliances with like-minded institutions like those who have gathered today and events such as Shape the World Summits allow us to connect like-minded partners to amplify impact. But even as we have done all these, we realize that we are not scaling up fast enough, and there are limitations with our current model. Because in our work, we have already been trying to help inspire our clients to change the world for good. Later on, you will hear about Mingxi and his incredible attempt to bring the world of musicians together through the Global Strings Federation, of which Consulus is an impact partner. Mingxi's company is a regular for-profit enterprise that is also seeking to bring the community to make positive change. But his example is not common. And we need to scale faster, we need to redesign our model to generate more companies like his, who do not only share in our belief, but is also doing something to shape positive change. So today, we are making the most significant number of changes to Consulus in order to scale faster and help to impact the world better. First, we have met a growing number of people who believe in Consulus' values and approach of shaping a better world through work, but will not or cannot be working with Consulus. Also, in working with clients, we have found many professionals who on their own are inspired to go the extra mile to change their environments. So today, I'm elated to announce that we will launch Shape the World Changemakers. Shape the World Changemakers is an affiliate network moderated by Consulus. It's for every changemaker out there in government, companies, non-profit organizations who believe in shaping a better world. We will organize Shape the World Circles every quarter where members can share about their impact projects, learn from like-minded individuals, more importantly, to discuss strategies, solutions beyond today on how to overcome poverty of trust, institutions, and solutions. Shape the World Changemakers can draw from the vast tools of Consulus on how to build trust and innovate new ways to bring people together for action. Changemakers can also choose to participate in the impact projects that Consulus is working on. We will provide all the technical support to organize this properly. It will take about a year to get to know each other. There will be a proper set of constitution. And I'm glad to announce that Paolo Frizzi, whom some of you know, has agreed to serve as interim moderator for Shape the World Changemakers until we elect the STWC committee next June 2022. Thank you, Paolo. To join, you will need to submit your own personal reflection and what you hope to achieve in terms of impact. Annual membership is $200. I'm also happy to announce that all clients and partners of Consulus will enjoy free membership for 1 year. Membership will be open from the 21st of July 2021 on consulus.com. Next, if we want to generate a bigger pool of a new generation of consultants who believe in shaping a better world by design, then we have to allow the possibility of non-Consulus consultants to use our methods to shape unity and trust building. So today, we are happy to announce Unify Certification Program. This allows any consultant, any professional, to join our consulting community, learn and integrate the methods into their practice. In Consulus, you cannot be a consultant of purpose and unity if you are not willing to invest time into sharing, knowledge exchange, and community development. So this is what we ask for, and a certification process will be in place for evaluation, and the person will be supported with resources. We have also been growing our library of methodologies. In recent times, we have also added Holistic Model of Leadership by Jim Funk. Today, I am very happy to announce that we will be adding one of the world's most renowned methods of strategic thinking into Consulus' library of methods for change. I'm happy to welcome DPI Asia into the Consulus family, and to welcome Andrew Seng, who will bring his wide-ranging experience serving 1,000 corporations and non-profit throughout the Asia-Pacific into our global leadership team. He will serve as the second Global Senior Fellow for Strategy. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you very much, Lawrence.
Great to have you with us,
Thank you.
Andrew.
I look forward to working with all of you and to contribute to the amazing work that all of you have been doing. Thank you again, Lawrence.
Looking forward to this.
Thank you.
Andrew is our first mystery speaker, and later you'll be able to learn how Andrew worked with leaders in helping them to shape strategy for change. So, with this best-of-class methods, any consultant will be equipped with the best-of-class thinking to shape a better world. The certification program will be launched in February 2022. Next, we have become more intentional in our alliances and to make sure that each alliance can have a unique aspect to impact change. Like our Education Alliance, today there will be 3 presentations. With Wenzhou University, where we have an ongoing collaboration to introduce Laurel Method to help young people better discern about their personal journeys and how in doing so they can shape a better world. This program is open to anyone globally, and you can approach Wenzhou or ourselves to go through the process. Vice President of Wenzhou, Professor Lin, will share more later. Then we have this ongoing alliance with Iupui, where we are in the midst of rolling out the Holistic Leadership in a Complex World program. This is where we have a methodical formation program to help C-suite and emerging leaders better understand themselves and be better leaders for others to bring about positive change. Sarah Johnson, Director of Executive Education, will share how the process is ongoing. And again, this is a program open to anyone, though you have to join us in the next cohort in 2022. Finally, with Rmit Vietnam, we are conducting a study on how to help large local Vietnamese companies to be more resilient, especially in these pandemic times. This study will influence policymakers and help the management of these large local firms to pivot and contribute to generating job opportunities. COVID-19 has exposed the challenges of the most vulnerable among us. In many parts of the world, aging population is a huge concern. How to ensure dignified and sustainable living and healthcare support is one. With our long-term urban transformation and infrastructure partner, CPG Consultants, today you will hear about a new solution where we will dedicate regular ideas and solutions in the space of silver generation innovation. We will host regular think tank sessions and work with local governments and private sector to develop niche prototype projects on how to enable sustainable and dignified aging. It is an area of keen interest for us. Xiao Yan, Chief Innovation Officer of CPG Consultants, and his esteemed colleague, Dr. Lee, will share more about this exciting space later. Finally, when we reviewed our approach as a consultant, there are certain limitations to implement impact. We realize more and more that for certain projects, we have to be more involved to see it through and realize impact. So we have decided in some projects where impact is significant, we will take on the role of an impact venture partner, where we will also invest and manage it as a viable business or social initiative that can be properly financed. During COVID-19, we are really working on a number of non-profits to help them transform with a clearer theory of change and to enhance their ability to raise more funds to have greater impact. One example is the East Coast Region Fund for ex-offenders and their families. This is an ongoing project. So, from August 2021, we will launch a new Impact Ventures section on consulus.com. It will list all our impact projects worldwide, and you can choose to participate, contribute, or help in any way. As we speak, we will be adding more projects. These are projects that we have committed resources to help drive and make them work both in capacity and funding. So today, I am pleased to announce that with the Washington Institute for Business, Government and Society, we will work on a global sports impact program where we will seek to influence sports to enable greater unity and inclusion. That sports should not only be advantageous to the 1%, but made more accessible for all, regardless of nation, race, status, or gender. It's a multi-year program, and I am so glad that Honorable James B. Moore, the founder and president of the Washington Institute, can be with us today to share his view on this. Last item on the agenda. Finally, some of you know how much UNESCO Peace Prize winner Kara Lubich has inspired Consulus' method of working and our worldview. Her vision of a united world is what inspired Consulus to find its own soul and place in the world. Her forceful belief that unity is the way to life, while selfishness is the path that leads to mutual destruction, that only together we can shape a better world, and only together can we hope to better ourselves and the lives of the people around us. So 2 years ago, we embarked on an incredible project to help review and transform Kara's vision for the united world through the media. In 1959, she launched an initiative to inspire a new generation of people to believe that a united world is possible through stories, articles, and books. It is like good news of possibilities to showcase people who are trying and succeeding to build a united world. These magazines and publishing houses are called Città Nuova, meaning new city, so that wherever they are set up, they can inspire people to rebuild their cities with love and unity by being more informed about the efforts of unity. This is our largest impact venture project to date, and today I'm happy to announce the launch of Nuova Global Initiative.
In a world scarred by the pandemic, with complex crises affecting our economy and planet, we are a connected generation in so many ways. Yet, this is the most divisive of times. In 1959, UNESCO Peace Prize winner Chiara Lubich founded Città Nuova, or New City, with a vision for a new form of media. Since then, 36 Città Nuova magazine and publishing houses have been established across the world. In the complex and challenging media environment, it was time for Città Nuovas to innovate once more for greater impact. 2 years ago, a process began to review and propose a new and innovative model for impact. Inspired by the call of Chiara Lubich to boldly change the world, Città Nuova magazine wants to be a path to fraternity, a tool for dialogue at all events, for fellowship, for unity. Known as Nuova Global Initiative, it involves 4 aspects: strengthening Città Nuovas, building one global network, creating a new media platform for global leaders, establishing a global foundation. First, strengthening Città Nuovas. Each local Città Nuova has created unique networks and communities. Each brings a unique perspective for a united world. Second, building one global network. To amplify their impact, a global network has been established to share resources, know-how, and strengthen effectiveness. Third, creating a new media platform for global leaders. A global media platform will be launched to support leaders in economy, politics, and civil society through research focusing on applicable solutions for a more united world. Fourth, establishing a global foundation. A global foundation will be set up to fundraise for the development of media towards shaping a more united world and to track this impact globally. This plan will take 5 years, with Consulus serving as a global partner with the entire network of Città Nuovas, to launch the Nuova Global Initiative, the Nuova Global Foundation, and Nuova Global Media. How can you help? First, support the Città Nuova in your country. Second, share this with someone who will support media for a united world.
We hope you will join us in shaping a united world through the media. Through these new changes, here is our updated theory of change. Shape the World Changemakers, Unify Certification, Impact Ventures. May we shape a better economy by design. Thank you.